Yes, I'm going down that long, lonesome highway. Gonna live life my way.
I am a little suspicious of anyone who wears a wool hat year-round, but I guess it worked for Mike Nesmith, but it's certainly working for Michael Parks right now with the enormous success of Along Came Bronson. He's the guy on the Harley, don't you know? And, of course, that song, Long Lonesome Highway, which has been a very, very big hit this year. And so, consequently, here on April 1st, 1970, it's good to continue on that roll. I was mentioning the big Panther Home Mobile Show that's going on, the Panther Hall Mobile Show. It's at the Panther Hall Ballroom. You know, it's right up the street from Texas Wesleyan College. Makes it conveniently located for the co-eds and so forth there to have Panther Hall right up the street. Johnny Bush and the Bandoleros there this weekend, and Marky Baby from KFJZ is going to be the MC. And I just wanted, I haven't heard the commercials on that, but you suppose Jerry Hahn was doing those spots?
Use Ajax, the foaming cleanser. Clean pots and pans, just like a whiz.
Ajax cuts grease faster than any other leading cleanser.
You'll stop paying the elbow tax when you start cleaning with Ajax.
Ajax really polishes as it cleans.
So use Ajax, the foaming cleanser. Floats the dirt right down the drain.
Yes, coming up at the top of the hour, we do have good news for the people of Mesquite. Anyone that drives that new LBJ will be happy to know about it as well. That's coming up with Peggy Sears in news for April 1st, 1970, and that'll be coming up at the top of the hour on KVIL. Also, if you're a Mustang fan, things are beginning to stir on the hill. We'll be talking about that. The weather for today, by the way, is about what you see. What you see is about what you get out the windows of KVIL, looking over the Dallas Country Club golf course. We have a few clouds, a 30% chance of showers today with a high about 75. Maybe some storms tonight, but that's only a maybe. A little bit cooler tomorrow. The high won't be 75. It'll only be 70 tomorrow. But basically, the bad weather has moved out as it did about Friday, and we're looking at a pretty good streak right now at KVIL.
This is April Fool's 1970, but the month of April 1990 holds an endless number of attractions that propel us into the future. First off the blocks, Last Number Lotto. $10,000 cash a week beginning tomorrow morning at 7:20. Get your game card at Tom Thumb Page locations and be set to win this spring with Last Number Lotto, Pepsi, Today's Texas Taste, and all of us here at KVIL. KVIL and Ron Chapman for April 1st, 1970.
Did you hear that lonesome whippoorwill?
You're listening to a recreation of April 1st, 1970, with all of its fun, as you would have heard it on KVIL Highland Park and KVIL FM Highland Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
And this is KVIL News on the Hour for this April 1st, 1970, brought to you by the Old Corral Restaurant on the Weatherford Traffic Circle, inviting you to your complete Easter dinner of baked ham, roast turkey, or roast beef with all the fixins for $1.75. The Old Corral at 7201 Weatherford Highway. April 1st, 1970 finds forward progress for the proposed Dallas-Fort Worth Regional Airport. Bruce Hunter, supervisor for the right-of-way land acquisition, announced that Dallas County now has less than 950 acres of land yet to acquire, and that Fort Worth is also on schedule. This April 1st, 1970 notes that thieves broke in and set fire to the famed Torch restaurant located on Live Oak across from Doctor's Hospital on Haskell. April 1st, 1970 also finds rapid construction progress on Dallas County's largest shopping center. Town East Mall in Mesquite will possibly open ahead of schedule, according to representatives from Hobart Development and Avery Mays Construction. And now for sports for this April 1st, 1970.
It's the second day of spring training drills for the SMU Mustangs, and SMU quarterback Chuck Hickson got an opportunity to work with a new running back. He's last season's Southwest Conference Sophomore of the Year, Gary Hammond. Hammond is making the move from split end to running back, where he hopes to equal his success of last season.
This KVIL News has been brought to you by Rita Roy's Slenderizing Salons with the new patented Slender System. On special now for only $2.95 a month at all Rita Roy's locations or by calling Emerson 1-3201. Next news in 1 hour from
KVIL. Slipping away, sitting on a pillow. KVIL. Happy I found I still can smile and dig the show. Let me know. Easy come and easy go.
Talk about instant stardom. He showed up on Seven Brides for Seven Brothers and Killer Time, another 3 in a row from KVIL, and that is Bobby Sherman, about as hot as you can get right now. 13 minutes after 11 o'clock in the morning in downtown Fort Worth and Dallas. We have some pretty good temperatures now. We're about 63 degrees right now and a few clouds around, but basically a pretty nice day, and it should be that way for the next couple, maybe a storm tonight. There's a 30% chance of a shower this afternoon, but nothing heavy moving on through. Just plain old straight ahead on KVIL. And we were just thinking, I was talking with Jack Shell and Hugh and Tony Garrett and some of the guys, and we were just thinking, you know what we ought to do someday? We ought to come up with a contest someday in which we could set an amount of money and tell you what it is and then call you, and if you know what it is, you would win it. And that would be fun, wouldn't it? That'd be, I don't know what we would call it, but it would be a kind of thing where we could call you out. We've got to have a meeting on that and see if we can't come up with that in a couple of years.
Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven. 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 Oh, thank heaven. News and a whole lot more. Tarrant County reaches for the 4-foot star telegram.
5 years ago, the #1 song. Beatles, of course, at KVIL. Hey, it's Steve McCoy here with the folks who are on Friday night, 7:30, right after the Brady Bunch and Nanny and the Professor. David Cassidy and his mom and the Partridge Family.
I'm sleeping and right in the middle of a good dream.
Classic Sunday at I Can't Believe It's Yogurt.
KVIL at 2:54 here.
Hi, Cousin Steve.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, with Susan Day wanting to be a lawyer when she gets grown, that, Danny might need her by the time she becomes a lawyer.
Danny Bonaducci?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a wiseacre, isn't he?
Isn't he, though?
Hey, thanks for calling your cousin.
Run away.
Cousin Steve McCoy with Del Shannon here at KVIL, and it's an Elvis weekend from 103.7. You should be counting the Elvis songs we play for a big prize tomorrow.
In Garland, I saw the 1970 Corvettes. Kind of pricey, though. The sticker was $51.92.
She ain't got no money, her clothes are kind of funny, her hair is kind of wild and free.
25 minutes in front of 5 o'clock at KVIL with Terry King. Yeah, the brand new Corvette. Oh my gosh, I mean, it just took my breath away. It was so beautiful. $51.92 is what the stickers read. However, there is a cheaper way to get in one. I looked at a convertible coupe. It had everything on it. It was just plush as all get out. But it was cheaper. The convertible goes for $48.95. So, hey, that's a way.
20 minutes in front of 5 o'clock at KVIL, where we got 3 in a row.
And the second one is go.
Hey, hey, Paula, I want to marry you.
KVIL, understand these guys are planning a stop on Ed Sullivan's show tonight.